Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your weekly forecast for January 18th through the 24th. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. We're going to see what's coming up in the collective energy in the week ahead for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio, as I'm connecting with your energy, I'm seeing the number 10. Okay. Moving on, moving out of a situation, just being done with something. Okay. I know last week a message came in for you guys about being done with a karmic cycle. And for some of you, that maybe didn't resonate last week, but it might be resonating for you this week as you come ahead. For other ones of you, 10 is just like, mission accomplished. You're finishing up with projects, tying up some loose ends here. And like in your heart of hearts, like now you're ready to make the change. Now you're ready to kind of go in a new direction. So maybe last week you had more of the awakening, more of the epiphany. And as we're coming into this week, it's like, okay, now my heart is catching up to what my eyes have seen, is what I'm hearing. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. All right. Let's see what's happening in the week ahead, my darlings. So your first card here is the 9 of Wands, right? I said I saw 10. And, last week or coming into this week, you might be at that 9, but we're heading towards 10. 9 of Wands is a card that comes up when we're kind of having to be on guard a little bit, okay? It can mean that you're really close to completing something, but it can also mean that you know that there's a challenge ahead, an obstacle ahead, or you know that there's somebody that you're having to deal with as you're taking certain steps or actions in your life, and you might have a little bit of apprehensiveness about that. You might be a little bit like, oh gosh, like, but 9 of Wands comes up to say, look, you've done this 9 times before, and the 10th time is the last time, and you're stronger than you realize. All right, every single one of these little wands behind this person used to belong to someone that came up to him. He's minding his own business in his field. Somebody comes up to him, challenges him. He has to fight them, and he's able to take their wand away and stick it behind him. It's like, okay, that one's done, a bit of a trophy here. And if you look, it looks like he's hurt here. He's got a bandage around his head. It looks like there might be a bandage around his shoulder. So he's taken some hits here. He's hurt. He's wounded. So Scorpio, some of you are maybe more aware of where your wounds are right now as you're getting ready to make these big changes, to take these big steps. Like you're like, ooh, like in that Scorpio energy, you're in your feelings and you're like, oh gosh, like this is where it hurts, or this is where I'm hurt. This is where I'm wounded, and this is who did it to me, and this is how it happened, right? But the message here is that you're still standing. You're still standing, and you're so much wiser now, because whatever mind game there is, whatever manipulation, whatever lie, whatever dirty trick in the book, whatever scam, you've seen it all. The 9 of Wands says there's nothing new under the sun that anybody can come at you with. You already know it. You already see it. You already see what they're about to do before they have a chance to do it, right? So as long as you're allowing yourself to learn from that experience, you're golden. The last little bit is going to be a piece of cake, right? It's not going to be that challenging, okay? You've done this so many times before, going these rounds or going through these situations. For a lot of you Scorpios, this is not about a person. This is not about a person. This is not about a situation. This is about a goal that you're wanting to accomplish. It's like, okay, well, now I know what steps I want to take, but here's this goal I have to accomplish, right? Whether it's a financial goal, a spiritual goal, whatever it might be. And so the message that I'm getting here is that even though you might be a little bit intimidated by knowing that it's time to move towards this goal, honey, it is nothing compared to what you've been through. It is nothing compared to what you've overcome already. You have got this in the bag, okay? I'm just getting a sense and a feeling here of like the worst of it is behind you. Allow yourself to learn from your experience. Allow that experience to make you wiser. And know that as long as you do, you are unstoppable. Your next card here, my darlings. Ooh, look at this. Ace of Wands. And this is embracing an opportunity. Okay? Embracing an opportunity. This also has to do with connecting with our passion. Okay? And so, as I'm looking at this Ace of Wands, and you know what's so funny? Look at this. Look. We have 9 wands, right? And now here's the 10th, right? Here's the 10th wand right here. That's so funny. So the 10th wand, for a lot of you, like to kind of get over this hurdle or to move along, is going to be to embrace a new opportunity that's coming in. But for many of you, this is something that you're going to be able to manifest by embracing your passion. Okay, I'm not talking about the between the sheets passion, although that might be a part of it for some of you, right? Who am I to say how your journey is going? But what I'm referring to is about your inner passions, the things that you're excited about, okay, or the things that you've been yearning for. I just heard the things that you've been yearning for, okay. So this might sound silly, Scorpio, but for some of you, these yearnings or these like initial kind of getting unstuck and connecting with your passion are going to start with very small things like, gosh, I wish things were more organized in my space. I wish that I could, find things easier. I wish I had room to sit down and read and do some journaling. I wish I had like a little space where like I could get cozy into doing that, right? These are going to be the little things. When we hear the word passion, we sometimes can kind of blow it up into our mind where it has to be this really big, epic thing, right? And it starts small, right? It's like fire, right? It starts small and it builds. So pay attention to the little things you're kind of yearning for or kind of longing for. These are going to be the keys to getting unstuck, right? And I know some of you might be like, well, I'm yearning for love. I'm longing for love. Well, okay, all right. Let's just take a step back here for a moment. Before you get to that, what are some things you're yearning for or longing for in the present moment? Outside of that, right? Or what are the reasons why you're longing for love? And how are some ways that you can fill some of those needs right now? Okay. But overall, my dears, the Ace of Wands is like you're going to be getting your fire back. And your fire is going to be what's going to help you move past the next few weeks more quickly and accomplish these goals more quickly. Ace of Wands also wants you to know you're going to get from a situation what you put back, but I'm hearing beware. I just heard beware, Scorpio. Beware, Scorpio. Because some of you are going to be offered a partnership, friendship, relationship, or a work situation where you're going to have to be balanced with what you're giving to the situation. So what I'm hearing, Scorpio, is don't give more than what you're getting. Okay, we Scorpios, we can be very committed, we can be very dedicated, we can be very loyal, sometimes to a fault, right? And when we do something, we go all in. We don't half-ass anything, right? But if you're dealing with someone who's half-assing, don't give more than that, okay? Your next energy here, my darlings, or your next card here, ooh, is the Queen of Wands. We're all about the wands, right? We're all about the wands here. And so a lot of fire energy. A lot of fire energy coming in for Scorpios this week. A lot of creativity, passion, action. This is the week of action. This is the week of action. What did I say when I saw that 10? I said a lot of you, it's like your eyes have finally seen it. And this is the week where your heart is catching up to it. Your heart's like, all right, this is it. This is what we're doing. We're taking the steps. We're moving forward. I love the Queen of Wands. I love her, love her, love her, love her. I adore her. Now, I know that a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings around love and romance, and so Queen of Wands is like a completely different thing about, like a, very passionate kind of person, or I don't want to say promiscuous, right? But some of you might be kind of feeling fiery in that way. But the Queen of Wands is so much deeper to me. She's so much more than that. And this is a symbol for me when she comes up in a reading. I don't care if you're like the most macho, most manliest dude watching this right now. You are still the Queen of Wands in this moment, and I will express why, okay? Queen of Wands for me is someone who's very gifted, very talented, very charismatic, very liked, very hardworking, very creative. And a lot of the times with the Queen of Wands, people have been able to benefit. Before she became the queen, people have been really able to benefit from her, right? So you might be in situations where you've made your employers a ton of money, or you've saved them a ton of money, right? By how you've been able to work in your efficiency and your ideas, or in family situations or work situations, like you're always the one bringing, life to the party, bringing laughter. She's very funny, the Queen of Wands. Or just making things happen, handling business, finding solutions, making sure that you all come up with money for rent, or you come up with money for food, or whatever it is. Like, you've made it happen. You make it happen time and time again. But the issue is that with the Queen of Wands, it's like she kept getting pushed in the corner, right? Like anytime she spoke up about what she needed or what she wanted or what was important to her, it's just kind of like, well, okay, well, we're just going to sweep that under the rug. Or, oh, don't complain, don't whine. Or, oh, okay, it's okay, we'll talk about that later. Just keep doing what you're doing. And you're like, well, wait a minute, how can I keep doing what I'm doing when I'm not getting what I need? So the thing with the Queen of Wands is she gets tired of it. She gets sick of being pushed in the corner, and she's like, enough is enough. I know what I bring to the table. I know how much you're benefiting from me, and what I'm getting back from the situation isn't matching up. It's not matching up, right? I'm giving you 200 and you're giving me 75, right? If that. So the message here with the Queen of Wands is she gets really frustrated. She gets tired. She gets fed up, and she's like, I am ready for change. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I'm worth, and I'm not settling for less. Okay? And so because she's in this angry, like frustrated energy, she moves forward very determined to get what she wants. And because she has that determination and she knows that she deserves it, she gets it very quickly. She manifests it very quickly. It comes in very, very fast. She doesn't have time for drama, for fighting, for arguing, for trying to convince anybody. It's like, okay, you gave me your answer. All right, I know what I need to know. Boom. I'm going after a better situation for me. So it happens very quickly. That change, that that phoenix rising from the ashes, which is what Scorpio is all about. The Queen of Wands for me embodies that. So this is the phoenix rising from the ashes energy this week, my darlings. Ooh, I just got chills. I just got chills. Your next card, my dears. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is 10 of Cups. What? Okay. So, obviously, because a lot of people watch tarot readings online, and a lot of the tarot readings are about love and romance, people see 10 of Cups and immediately they're like, oh, I'm getting married and I'm going to have kids. And some of you might be manifesting that, and some of you might be manifesting peace and happiness and harmony within your home, okay? However, and maybe there's like pregnancy news for some of you, the 10 of Cups is... all the tarot cards are so much deeper and have so many more meanings than just kind of love and romance. So if we go deeper with the 10 of Cups, this is going to be about inner fulfillment. Like all of your cups are full, right, Scorpio? And there may have been a time in your life where you've had periods of time where you're like, well, you know what? When money's really good, love life sucks. Or when love life's really great, money's not so great, right? Or, when I'm successful, I'm attracting, you know, people who are users or who are gold diggers who are trying to get into my pockets. And so, like, some of you just might feel like, you know, or when things are good with my friendships, you know, things aren't so great with my family or whatever it might be. So with the Ten of Cups, it's saying that all the cups are going to be full, right? You might have had this time where things were kind of, I'm feel like I'm in a car. I feel like I'm in a car right now, and like the transmission's kind of funky, so like the car's kind of like jerking. You might have felt that way. Like it's never been smooth, right? Like there's one thing is good, but there's an issue somewhere else. And the Ten of Cups is smooth all around. All the cups are full. Okay, so there's this inner peace. There's this inner peace. And Scorpio, I feel like some of you, as you're in this Phoenix rising energy, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I feel like your energy is going to be kind of intimidating to the people around you because there's such a power coming up, you know, through you. And I feel like a lot of you are like, you know, waking up earlier and like just sitting there and having your tea or coffee or your, you know, juice, whatever you have, and just sitting there and meditating and like being in your music, being in your flow. And you're just, you're in this energy where like you're starting the day charging up. Like you're just charged, like you're just like there's just, you're so connected to universe, you're so connected to earth, you just have this flow going through you. And this is going to make you a master manifester. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here with the Ten of Cups for you guys. Woohoo! And the next card here is the Sun. All right, Major Arcana. So when the Major Arcana card come up, we're in a significant time where there's a significant crossroads directly linked to what we came here to learn, what we came here to accomplish, what we came here to do. And the Major Arcana cards are going to be about basically, you know, being at that crossroads. Our angels and guides are around us. They're helping us through the transition. And as far as transitions go, the Sun is a pretty good transition to be going into because this is freedom, freedom, happiness, true love. People who are in your life because they like you, they want to be around you, not because of what they feel like you can do for them. People who are independent, they're not going to be clingy, they're not going to be needing you. The Sun card is like the opposite of codependent relationships. It's being able to appreciate one another, to have fun, playfulness. I feel, Scorpio, once we're able to kind of travel more freely again and things are opening up, a lot of you are going to be manifesting things moving into that time where you are going to be really traveling, right? Like a lot of you are manifesting the kind of work that you can do from anywhere, right? Or you're having a continued arrangement with a work situation. And so when things open up, you're gonna do that. You're gonna say, well, I'm gonna go stay here for a little bit. I'm gonna go get an Airbnb out that way. I'm gonna go check out that place. I'm gonna go check out that place. And in that process, you might even be looking at properties and things, saying, would I want to live in this place? What are properties going for here? What are apartments running around here? You know, you might be looking at things like this, but you know, this is like just manifesting freedom and happiness and real relationships and just being able to be yourself and being able to shine. Awesome energy, my darlings. I encourage you to watch your moon, sun, and rising signs. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. They might add a little extra information that can be very helpful for a lot of you. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I also have it listed in the description. I thank you all so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, my darlings.